Hey, what's going on? It's Marcus Rideout here. I just want to make this quick video because we've been having a little bit of technical difficulties with actually being able to save the templated Google form as we used to share them with people to your own Google Drive. So what I'm going to do in this video tutorial is show you how to make your very own discovery form super easy, super efficiently using Google Forms. This is a free service, assuming you have a Gmail account or a Google account. I'm going to walk you through this really quick. I'm just going to make a couple of assumptions off the get-go here that you already have a Gmail account or a Google account. You're familiar with it. If not, you can just hop on Google and you literally search Google Forms and it will show up over here and you're going to have to set up an account. If you're in your Gmail, you just click on the apps tab up here. It may not show up here for you. All you have to do is click on more and click on Forms. Again, if you don't have this in your Gmail and you can't find it, just do the old Google search for Google Forms and click on it and it'll take you over to something like this. So what we're going to do right now is we're just going to click on Start a New Form and we're going to call it blank. And we're going to call this your discovery form. So you can put whatever you want in here, like your business name. I'm just going to label it like this for now. And first things first, if you want to change the colors, all you've got to do is you got to come up here, this thing that says customize theme. And there's not a ton of colors you can work with. So, I mean, you can just sort of click through it and find something that works for you. I think if you click custom color, you can get some stuff to show up as well. Click add, boom, there we go, black, pretty straightforward. And one thing you want to do is up here, this is where it's going to, what it's going to be saved as. So just want to click on that, make sure it says discovery form or whatever you want to label it as. Next thing, we're just going to go to this document that says do not edit this, and we're literally just going to copy everything from here. So what we're going to do is we're going to replicate this entire form, and you don't have to type everything. You can literally copy and paste. So first thing, we need the email address. I'm just going to close out these other things here so it's easier to do. So when you click on something here, it's going to give you your little drop-down box that gives you a few options of what you want your Google form to look like. With mine, because email is the first thing we're doing, just click this one that says short answer. If you're writing a lot more text, you're going to use paragraph. Pretty straightforward. If there's multiple choice option check boxes, we'll walk through the whole form so you can see how it's made. Now, I just literally clicked on that and I put in email and we did that. And just double copy. I mean, you can literally right click, copy, right click, paste, and I usually do something like this. And what's going to happen is it's going to give this section here where they can put their answer. This little tab right here that says required, when you click this and it's blue or it looks like this, if you're colorblind or have some color seeing issues here, I say that because I actually have a friend who's colorblind, so I kind of know about that. When it's switched over to this side, it means that it's a required option. That's why when you look at this thing, it has this little asterisk here, or asterisk, however you say that, and it'll say at the top required. Next, we're going to scroll down and grab the next set of things. So I'm just going to right click copy or Command C if you're on a Mac. Now all we want to do is come over here and here's where you're going to add stuff. Like if you want to add a picture of yourself or whatever, you want to add a video explainer of like what a client should do when they get this, you can really kind of make these your own. Again, we're just going to copy and paste. Remember, we don't want this to be a multiple choice, and it kind of automatically switches to short answer. I like to have everything on my discovery form required, I'm fairly certain. Yep, pretty straightforward. So I'm just going to copy and paste these till we get to the next section, which is not the short answers, like just to show you how to do these multiple choice options. But just to save time of watching me do this real life, you're just literally copying and pasting stuff over here, guys, as short answers. And flip the switch to make required, and so on. All right, so we're getting to the part where it's tell me a little bit about your business. This does look like it's just the same as everything else, but these answers are where clients usually give a little more context. Something like a phone number, you don't need a lot of space to write an answer. Something for an email, a name, pretty short, right? But this is where you can type a ton of stuff and you have multiple sentences, paragraphs, whatever. You can write it as much as you want. So for this stuff, I like collecting information from clients. So again, we're just going to copy, tell me a little bit about your business. I'm going to click to paste it in here, remove the asterisk, and I want it as a paragraph. That way it just gives clients more room to type stuff. Just want to throw that in here. Same with these. I will make it a paragraph. This one will be a paragraph, and this one will be a paragraph. All right, so now we're at the next part. As you can see, we've got some circles in front of these and some checkboxes over here. The thing that you really want to be aware of with the circles, this is where they can only have one answer. The checkboxes are where they can click multiple answers. So you really just want to make sure you pick the right items for this when you're going for the what's your experience with video. I'm going to hit plus, come down here, and we want to pick multiple choice. This only allows for one option. Checkboxes is what gives the multiple checks. So just click multiple choice. You're going to put in the question, and now we're just going to go back and copy these answers. And all you have to do is click on option 1, paste, hit enter, and it's going to give you option 2 and option 3, option 4, and so on like that. So I'm just going to fill this in again. And when you're done, if you accidentally hit enter, all you do to remove an option is just click this X and everything's done. I'm just going to add that period there. Same here. Oops. Make it a required. And then for the next one, we're going to go with the checkbox option. This way people can give you more than one answer. But typically with what's your experience with beginner or with video, sorry, words are escaping me. Usually it falls into one of these categories. Same with down below. This is also the multiple options with the checkboxes, and then the rest short answer, spouse, business partner, if there's someone else involved. And this one I use for a long format answer. Once these are all into the drive or into the form, I'll show you what to do to make sure that everything gets submitted to you. Really quick tip, also something I just discovered. If you just highlight everything here, you copy them, just click in option 1, hit paste, and they all show up just like that. And it's super awesome. All right, so we have the form copied over into a fresh discovery form that's going to be hosted on your own Google Drive. If you want to add a description or anything in here, you can do that as well. It's really up to you. I try to keep it as simple as possible. Usually when a client receives this, it's because we've already had conversations. You're not just like blasting this out cold to people, guys. This is after they've expressed interest in getting together to talk with you about doing video. Sorry about the noise of my chair creaking. And all you want to do is just go through and make sure everything's there. All the red asterisks are there. Asterisks, however you say that. I have no idea. And then the next stage, what you want to do is you just want to click on this eyeball. This is allowing you to preview it as if you were receiving the Google form. And as you can see, it all looks pretty good here. Everything looks good. These are just one at a time, and these are the multiple checkboxes. Perfect, perfect. So once you're done that, we're just going to close it. Lastly, you want to click this wheel right here, or whatever this gear icon is, for your settings. And here's where you just want to set up certain things. So requires a sign in. Do you need someone to sign in? I would say no for this, just because like if you have a client, or say there's an older person who runs a business, like I've had some people who were like in their late 60s, they're not super savvy with Google. So I just make sure that the sign in is not required. And if you want to give them a chance to edit things after they submit, they can do that. I wouldn't say see summary or charts and text responses. I don't want anybody seeing this. I want this to be very personal. I don't want them looking at other people's stuff. Then you can click on the presentation aspect. So this shows what it looks like if you want. I just keep it straightforward. One thing you can do here is you can just add a confirmation message, something along the lines of, hey, thanks for filling out my discovery form. I'll get back to you within 48 hours, or whatever you want to put in there, something just so they know that it's there, and then just hit save. When you start receiving responses for your discovery form, all you have to do when you sign in is just come to the discovery form in your Google Forms, and then you're just going to click on this button that says responses, and it'll start loading them. Obviously, we don't have any in here right now, but as you start sending these out and getting it filled in, you will start having responses show up here. So that's the story. That's how you make the discovery form. I hope this helps you. Put it to work. It'll only take a few moments just to copy and paste everything over. And with that, I hope you have an awesome day. Rock and roll.